something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Erusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that Arsenal bird. We've got the bombs. You do the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop.
Enter the clouds.
You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down.
It's a big maze.
Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
Bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the OCM garrison. Soldiers' lives are at stake. We have no time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Let's end this mess.
Dropping another bunker buster will take some time.
Let's give him another.
The warhead should be exposed. Standard weaponry will suffice.
Has a beat on you.
This is a serious mission. Was it Wiseman who gave Strider 2 account? Formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it.
I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he won't be there to chew my ear off.
Missile silo destroyed. That makes 2. No launch signs yet. Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now. Alright, now let's take out those remaining silos.
Missile silo destroyed.
Where do we look next? The sky feels open and free today. As a Cyclops, I felt like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back under the company commander's thumb again. What a pain in the ass.
Trigger, the bomb has been dropped. Target eliminated.
Hit confirmed. Missile silo is damaged. You need another hit.
The enemy's looking to engage. Watch your back.
Attacking.
Fox 2.
Enemy on your 6.
Hit. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
We might make it. Just one silo left.
Enemy has a lock.
I'm like a wolf that's been let off its leash. These guys won't know what hit him. I thought you were a bird.
Enemy on Should be.
All missile silos have been destroyed.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
Bandit acquired. Firing. Enemy block me. Breaking up.
Missile.
Enemy has a lock. Evade.
Target in gun range.
Enemy has a lock.
Missile away. The target will soon reach critical altitude.
But still flight capable.
Punch 2.
Confirmed signature on our radar. Warning, we confirm another launch. Take it out.
Missile closing. Evading.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed.
Incoming.
The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Strider 1, hostile has a lock.
Lockdown bandit. Attacking. Attacking from behind my target.
Missile.
Box 2. Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Missile launched. The target will soon reach critical altitude. The target is about to reach critical altitude.
Stall warning.
All of the missiles have been destroyed.
I was gutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me you had us sledding up here. There wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash.
Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
Arusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. Can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that arsenal bird. We've got the bomb.
We have successfully prevented an... With the loss of an arsenal bird, followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Arusia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility. 1,500 meters to tanker. Trigger, maintain your current approach. fast. Lower airspeed. 500 meters. You have permission to access the refueling tanker. 100. 50 meters. Excellent work, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Caution. Pull up.
Searchlight up ahead.
Caution.
Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, NASA's 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good jokes. Okay, before we win. Good luck.
Understood.
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Spotted enemy aircraft in the valley headed to the base.
We've been detected. We've lost the element of surprise. Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out.
Pull up. Caution.
Keep altitude
Pull up.
below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Caution. Pull up.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Caution. Caution.
Stay out of their sight.
Pull up. Caution.
Strider,
Pull up.
NASA's 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
Caution.
We'll get you down
Pull up.
safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Caution. Pull up.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good jokes. Okay, before we win. Good luck.
Caution.
Understood.
Pull up.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2.
Caution. Pull
The
up.
valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. 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 Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission?
Pull up.
I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti.
Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. And the best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Watch your speed.
Caution. 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 Pull up. Caution.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Pull up. Caution.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
In gun range.
Caution. Pull up.
Say goodbye.
Enemies are attacking!
Destroy target.
Where the hell did they come from? Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
This is Basilisk 1. Arrived at the AO. Landing now.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. Got a little more time. Wings is free.
Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Missile away.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Broadcaster. Hostiles are still near the LZ. Can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them?
Caution, enemy has a lock.
Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies at the LZ. Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
Strider 2, Bucks 2.
Target shot down.
Caution. Pull up.
Say goodbye.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
This is Basilisk 1. Landing now. Trust your allies and keep moving. This base is ours for the taking.
Fire finally! That'll reveal our position. Place the base, Commander! What are you waiting for?
Say goodbye.
Missile.
Come on, dodge that missile.
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of him for us.
Target destroyed. Strider Squadron, do it quickly, or we'll lose the element of surprise.
Air support is on its way.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. Have our thing.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack. That's the last of our anti-air guns. They've all been taken out.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Caution.
Take advantage. See the enemy reinforcements? They're stopping us.
Missile.
We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
Strider 1, missile away. We still got 3 enemy fighters left. It's not over yet.
Missile. Missile.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the ranks.
Missile.
Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
on his counterattack. Damage to our unit is at 20%.
Keep firing!
Missile.
That's it. Take out those two. We can force our way inside the facility.
Strider 1, locked on target. Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Together to take them down.
Keep pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay, start running on the count of 3.
Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Sarge, tear down that barricade.
How'd it go?
This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Whew. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. We'll do the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 3,000 meters to the runway. Turn right. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1,500 meters to the runway. You are right on course. Maintain current heading. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint.
Excellent work on the night raid.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged the Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me, so I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit, just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Missile away. Strider 1. Return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. Ah, it's real funny.
Missile.
Missile inbound, evade!
Missile.
I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go.
Missile.
Strider 1.
Missile.
The men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge, but they can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft and initiative uplink, but our numbers are less than ideal.
Three strikes in the sky. Too bad for those guys. Break! Break! Behind target, attacking. This is refill 1. Attack missed. Good shot, Strider 1. This is Salamander 6. Hostile has a lock.
Say goodbye.
Refill 1. Enemies locked on.
Carelessness, pride, arrogance.
careful, for they can turn the battle against us in a heartbeat.
Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking. I'm taking fire, but I can still fight. Attack hit. Bandit is still moving. Fox 2.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbonti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Target acquired.
Lock on. Lock on.
This is Rifle 1. Evading missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Send in more troops.
Missile.
This is Rifle 1. I'm hit.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Half the enemy's already down. LR SSG is really something.
I spotted him. Time to shoot that bastard out of the sky.
Gun range.
Pull up.
Strider 1, tank destroyed.
Lockdown bandit. Attack.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Taking a piece of action.
Missile.
Pursuing enemy.
Shake it off. Get out of there.
Missiles have got a lot of armament.
Missile.
All right, keep up the pressure. A chance to pick up the dead something eventually.
Roger. The park will be secured. The OC and Big Shots cleared the way.
I know the feeling.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Target is in range of guns.
Missile.
This is Rifle 1. I'm fighting. Missile closing. Evading.
Not bad, not bad.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Behind my target. Bailing out.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Bushin.
Roger.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
The enemy doesn't have much in the way of proper ships. We should try changing up our attack strategy.
Pull up. Caution. Caution.
Great strikes is overhead.
Missile.
Lady Luck's now on our side.
Missile. Missile.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break.
Missile.
Missile hits.
Missile.
These guys just won't give up.
Missile. Missile. Pull up.
Say goodbye.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Caution.
Keep attacking. Take the enemy and it's over. Fox 2. Enemy's got a lock.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given the circumstances.
Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
Missile.
Missile launched. Evade.
Missile.
Fox 2.
It's raining missiles out here. Watch yourself.
Hostile lockout, you Strider 1.
They're after me. I need cover.
Missile. Missile. Pull up.
Target hit.
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait.
Missile.
Over. Firing. We're out of standstill. We're pinned down.
Caution.
Keep an eye on approaching fighters. If they get close, we're done for.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. Just how many did we lose?
Missile.
Fox 2!
What do you mean, retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing! They must be exhausted after what they did. So let's hurry up and finish the job.
Fox 2. Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
Time to attack! Keep pushing forward, and that bridge will be ours. We're deadlocked. Isn't there something we can do? It'll be a grind. Locked on! Locked on!
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack. That area's all yours, Strider. We'll back up one squadron at the Silver Bridge.
We've just about broken through the enemy's defenses.
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
I want to be as badass as 3 Strikes. Okay, lock acquired. Firing.
Target acquired. Strider 1, missile launched.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins.
Strider 1, break.
Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
The comms are full of requests for help from friendlies. Our occupation is Flambanti. We're jeopardy now.
Missile. Missile.
This is turning into an absolute nightmare.
Missile.
No end. Enemy striking back with everything they've got.
Target is in range of guns.
Target is eliminated.
Missile. Missile.
They're after you, Strider 1.
Missile.
Danger!
Missile.
Check the port side. We need to regroup.
Missile. Caution. Hold up.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. 5 minutes remaining.
Stop these guys before somebody lights a fire under our asses.
Special delivery.
Target acquired. I have to break. Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Requesting fire for range. Coordinates 2294 5002. Targeting enemy MVP formation. Fire for effect when you're strong and found. Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner! The enemy is worn out. This is our chance. Our victory is here. Fight! Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Bracketing complete. Fire for effect. Roger. Continue firing data. Access 2670. Elevation 237. Prepare the volley. Fire.
Enemy has a lock on you.
It's no use! We have to retreat!
He dodged it.
Fatigue is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. We're almost through this. Break! Break! And... impact! Tucker 2-4. You'll reach the other eardrums next time. Thanks for the Hang in there. Three strikes will be here soon. Backup is coming! They're defending HQ!
Cyclops 2, Box 2.
Let's teach a lesson to those arrogant Ocean bastards!
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood.
Understood.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Phase 1. The Bungie reconstruction part is under our control. Now, on to the enemy headquarters.
Target was not strong.
Hey, those are our planes. Give them away. Forward! We still have a chance at victory. It's much easier to defend once you've taken up attack position. We must take advantage of this opening.
Locked on.
Target acquired. You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
Caution.
2 minutes remaining.
Caution.
There are no reinforcements coming, and your fleet was destroyed back at base by an enemy raid. Ship's building! I'll keep the enemy boats busy. Finish them off while they're on me. The enemy is showing signs of fatigue. Deal the final blow. Locked on! Breaking up!
1 minute remaining.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound!
Missile. Missile.
You guys ever talk about anything other than three strikes?
Missile. Missile.
Breaking!
Missile.
Breaking!
Missile.
Do not let them through!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Damn, that did it! They evade. Continuing attack.
30 seconds remaining.
Breaking to escape lock. Flex 2. Watch the plane with the 3 strikes. Are you sure? Is it really those pilots from Stonehenge? Breaking. Don't stop!
I've been spiked.
Pull up.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight.
Caution.
Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Caution.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No,
Go
5
away.
Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it! We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level, but don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile.
X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Stall warning.
Locked on.
Enemy has a lock.
Enemy has a lock on me.
I'm hit!
Strider 1, missile launched.
Stay focused. We've still got a monster to slay.
Miss, target still active.
What's this guy eating to fly like that? Fox 2.
Target is hit.
They got a lock on you, Strider 1.
Missile.
Look out. Missile closing.
Missile. Ammunition 0.
Locked on bandit.
I'm on his back. They got their flight envelopes nailed down.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Missile. Missile. Missile.
They're after me. I need cover. Strider 1 was shot down.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
This should prove to be fun.
Missile.
What do you mean?
It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Locked on.
Suit 5 is hit.
Missile.
Sorry, I gotta bail out.
Missile.
Let's get ourselves distracted by focusing on the leader.
Missile.
Enemy has a radar lock on me.
Missile. Caution.
Chaff and flares are depleted.
Missile.
Good ship and stuff. Later, coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Missile. Missile.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1.
Don't get too far
Say
ahead.
goodbye.
Miss, target still active. Strider 1, target acquired.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Missile.
Enemy has a lock on me. I have a lock.
The enemy's got a lock. Let me slide in on that tail. Damn. Those lackeys fly like champions.
Caution. Pull up.
Cyclops 1, Fox 2.
The ship was sunk soon after. That's the last we heard from them.
Not long before our forces are routed.
Stall warning. Missile. Missile.
Shaking bandit.
Don't go out alone. 2 or more on each target.
Call in our air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
Locked on.
Strider 1, Fox 3.
This is Cyclops 3.
Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat
Take
on
them
you.
out one by one.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry. It's gonna make...
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Listen, Trigger, real talk. We keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
Stall warning.
What?
All right, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Miss, target still active.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
Fox 2.
Seymour, your plane is had it. Eject. Forgive me. Good luck.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Target is hit.
Nice, flying.
Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is
Wiseman!
down.
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. His plane exploded.
Wiseman! Stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Ah, damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
We'll go, Count.
Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
Missile away. Target was not struck.
You're holding your own out there.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 3.
Missile.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Eject while you can still talk. Landed fire missile.
Damn, I want to go to Trigger's aid, but I can't keep up.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Stall warning.
I have a lock.
Missile. 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 Stall warning.
Good lord. All we can do is rely on our best pilot now.
Shit. Oh, this guy's too tough.
I don't think I can take him on.
Missile hit.
Good job.
Alright!
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
Caution.
My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My
Damn
heart's
it.
glitching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabant's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at a...
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, Their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osia's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osia and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osian convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osian army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide...
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all...